Good afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 8 video, bringing you a Sun team. Not just any Sun team, a Weakness Policy Groudon team. Now we're continuing on with Weakness Policy Week with a Weakness Policy Groudon because I actually encountered this strategy on the ladder and I was like, hey, I'm going to steal that now. So I have it here on a team. Super excited to try it out. It's the Weakness Policy Groudon with the, what is it, Petal Blizzard. That spread physical grass move that Venusaur gets. So that's how I proc my Weakness Policy, I guess. We're running a special Venusaur with like main attack just so he can do as little damage as possible to my Groudon and then proc the Weakness Policy. It's really nice because Venusaur becomes one of the fastest Pokemon in the metagame because of, you know, chlorophyll and stuff. So those two Pokemon do synergize very well. We have the Ensign here just because I feel like at this point... all of my teams have Ensign. I don't do it on purpose. And we also have Thundurus in case Intimidate becomes a serious problem for our Groudon. And that is one of the ways you can shut down a Groudon. I don't really want that too much. The other way you can shut down a Groudon is actually burning it. So we have Finny on the team as well to prevent that because a lot of people don't forget this, but Groudon isn't actually a fire type anymore. Primal Groudon isn't a thing. So that means that, hey, you can actually burn a Groudon again. Who would have guessed? Anyway, we also have the Stack Attacker here as well because I wanted a somewhat Trick Room answer. I know this team, just as it stands as a whole, doesn't have a lot of Trick Room answers. Just look at it. Look at it. We go fast and we hit hard. That's pretty much what we do. So Stack Attacker is there in case my opponent is bringing hard Trick Room with Indeedee and Hatterene and Dialga and all that stuff. I have the Stack Attacker there to kind of deal with it a little bit. Anyway, that's the Groudon team. You guys are excited to check it out. You know what to do. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already because we are on a road to 8,000 subscribers. And yeah, let's get Groudon 100 likes and let's get on to these battles. Well, would you look at this? Another Groudon team, but they're a little less sunny than we are. They do also have the Ensign and the Groudon. That's pretty much the only two places that we intersect. I definitely am looking at my opponent's team, and I'm like, okay, this Thundurus is going to be kind of a big deal for us. So I'm keeping an idea on our Thundurus. I think I'm pretty much just always going to bring the Thundurus there. We'll leave with Groudon Venusaur anyway. Bring the Thundurus in the back just in case that, hey, they stop that strategy entirely. Because remember, the Rillaboom does kind of shut down that strategy a little bit. Pretty sure we should be able to take a Rillaboom attack, though, if we Dynamax. But hey, who am I to guess? I also do still want to bring the Ensign here. I know they have a Milotic. But with Venusaur and with Thundurus, we shouldn't actually worry about Milotic too much, right? So let's bring the Ensign just so we have a surefire way of dealing with the Rillaboom. Okay, I think it's safe to say that we definitely won the trainer card game this battle. Rillaboom and Incineroar lead. Now, it is kind of bad that our Groudon is going to get its attack down to -1. It is also bad that, hey, they are bringing the Rillaboom right in the lead. But we do have answers to this. It's not the end of the world. Thing is, I think we could just Dynamax, right? We should be able to Dynamax and be okay. The Rillaboom isn't taking us down from full HP. So let's just do that. Let's go for Dynamax. Go for Max Flare. And let's make an attempt to put the Ensign to sleep. They fake out. I don't know. This is a pretty hard decision. We could also take the turn to switch into our own Ensign. That sounds smarter. Let's do the smarter play. Let's get their threats down to -1 as well. Let's switch the fire Pokemon into the grass Pokemon spot to take the incoming fire type move / fake out, Dynamax our big behemoth, and hopefully take this game. Take this first turn. This is a great opportunity to get a lot of first turn momentum. If we knock out a Rillaboom, that is just instant momentum. So you guys Team Ruby or Team Sapphire? When you were a kid, which one did you pick up? Did you pick up Ruby, pick up Sapphire? Hey, maybe you weren't a kid and you just picked up Alpha Sapphire, Alpha Ruby. Which were you then? I was Team Ruby, by the way. Which is weird. I usually go for the blue games. I don't know why when I was a kid I decided to get Ruby instead. Weird phenomena. I was feeling edgy, feeling different. Anyway, Oko and the Rillaboom, amazing. What do you got for me? Flare Blitz onto Groudon. What? Did you expect my Groudon to ally switch? I'm confused, Danny. Explain that one to me. Maybe they were predicting a switch. It's also very possible, I guess. Anyway, I'm liking the place we're in right now. We're in a great place. We got a +1 Groudon. We got an incoming Intimidate. Not Intimidate, but we got an incoming Max Quake into the instant spot. I mean, maybe I should be a little bit more careful, right? Because they do have a Moltres. I could Rockfall the instant instead. I guess I'll do that. I'll actually just take the whole weather away from Groudon in general. They could also still Dynamax, which is a little bit terrifying, but I'm going to make an attempt to Parting Shot the Groudon there. Get it at least down to -1. Groudon protects, okay. And assuming that I'm going to Fake Out. I mean, that is their better play. But now we're just going to get a free +1 Rockfall into the Incineroar. We're going to change the weather, but I think the damage is done, right? The damage is definitely done. I think weather isn't necessary anymore. And hey, if I could stop their Groudon from being in weather too, then I'm still winning, I think. Keep in mind, though, they still have a Dynamax. They haven't clicked the Dynamax button yet. They might have a Moltres in the back waiting to be the Dynamax target, though. That's what I'm figuring. There it is. Alright, so with that, Moltres is definitely the Dynamax option. What did we bring in the back? I don't even remember. What do we got? We got Thundurus still for Moltres, so that is amazing. I'm going to focus all I got into Groudon then. Let me go for the Quake, because that'll actually boost my special defense here. And let me go for the Parting Shot into Groudon. We're going to double down into this Groudon, simply because Moltres isn't a threat for me at this moment. And it's a really good thing we didn't go for Max Quake onto that Incineroar spot, because they did have the Moltres in the back. They didn't switch it there, but they could have. Alright, big ol' Moltres just waiting for Weakness Policy to proc. Let's not give it to them. Ooh, big yikes, Airstream. We take it. I gotta switch in. No, that's really bad, actually. I'm gonna be raising my special defense here, which is nice. Yeah, it's really bad. That crit might have mattered, too. If we're gonna be honest about it. Groudon is Life Orb. Alright, this is still +1 max ground into the Groudon spot. Just gonna obliterate Groudon. Okay. So far, our Weakness Policy Groudon has single-handedly OHKO'd every single Pokemon in this game. I gotta say, that's a successful Dynamax. That's 3 turns of Dynamax, 3 different OHKOs. Problem now. No problem. We have a Sash. I completely forgot about the Sash. We don't even need Sun. We have the Sash. So we're going to bring in Venusaur. We're going to go for the Sleep Powder. We need this. We need this Moltres to be asleep. I'm going to fire off a Fire Punch just so I don't proc any Weakness Policies today. And I'm going to throw a Sleep Powder into this Moltres' face. Gonna go for the Airstream. Like I said, we're never outspeeding that Moltres. We're just going to go ahead and try to hit this one Sleep Powder and then die off to Sand. Once we die, we get the free... Come on, why? Why? That always happens to me. Ugh. I can never hit a Sleep Powder, man. Am I gonna lose to this? Not necessarily. I just have to... Who do I think he attacks? Do I just double protect here? Play it safe. Waste the last turn of the Dynamax. I guess that is the best option, right? And hey, if they decide to go for Max Darkness, they might actually give me Defiant Boost for no reason, which could be really helpful. Oh, but maybe not, because they're still gonna outspeed me next turn to knock me out. So at the end of the day, if they go for Darkness here, that's actually bad, because then they could Fiery Wrath next turn and probably win the game. It still looks like it might be GG then. I mean, I do have a +1 special defense on Groudon. Oh, thank goodness they airstream. They didn't need to airstream. They didn't need to airstream at all. They're already faster than the world. They're the fastest thing in human existence. Alright, good. This means we still have an opportunity to take this game. Fiery Wrath should at least not OHKO my Thundurus. And then we should be able to OHKO with a Life Orb boosted Wild Charge. Feeling very confident here. Let's go for... I could go for Rock Slide, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to go for the Fire Punch because it's a surefire hit. And I'm going to go for the Wild Charge onto Moltres. As long as the Wild Charge connects... Oh, but there are flinch chances. That's right. Not today, man. Okay, Thunder still takes another hit. Yes! That's all I needed. Woo! We're missing sleep powders. We're not flinching, though. Not bad. All right, we're taking game 1. I can get behind that. Groudon did so much work, and it still ended the battle with the Groudon on the field. That's a good restricted mon right there. Calyrex-Ice Rider, eh? I'm a little bit terrified, not gonna lie. The Thundurus next to the Calyrex-Ice Rider does make it a little bit harder to bring the instant. But if my opponent's going to be wanting to set Trick Room, then my Stack Attack can actually take over this game. The only issue is I'm super terrified of that Landorus. But anyway, I'm going to go Groudon, I'm going to go Venusaur. I think that we're still pretty open to do that as our lead. I could bring in Sin to deal with, you know, the Intimidate spams. Actually, maybe they do have double Intimidate on their team. Should I maybe do this? Groudon and Thundurus? Then just kind of make my decision on what I want to do after that. Bring Venusaur in the back because Venusaur can put things to sleep. And then Stacka? Just in case they end up setting Trick Room up. Am I going to regret that decision? Maybe. Part of me just wants to Incin. Is that the smart part of me or the dumb part of me? I do Stacka. Okay. Let's do Stacka. We do still have Shucka Berry on Stacka, so we can take at least 1 EQ. Like I said, Stacka's just there in case my opponent wants to use their Calyrex-Ice and go crazy Trick Room mode with their Porygon 2. At least Stacka can just abuse that and snowball from there. The thing is, we brought 3 potential Dynamax Mons to the same exact game. So let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like they're kind of trying to make their decision on what to do as well. Issue number 1 that I'm seeing is, Calyrex, wee woo. That is a little terrifying. But I might be able to double down into this Calyrex, right? Because right now, the Thundurus means nothing to me. So, theoretically speaking, I should be able to go for a Max Flare into Calyrex, followed by... just a Wild Charge into Calyrex. Throw everything I have into Calyrex. Kind of like that idea. Let's do it. My opponent also has to make the decision, hey, do I Dynamax Calyrex? Do I Dynamax Thundurus? And in this case, I feel like they're going to Dynamax their Calyrex, which is why I want to throw everything I have at it. Thundurus doesn't really make much of a difference here. Unless this is like a Prankster Thundurus, I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Now, issue number 2 here is that my weakness policy won't get procced for this attack, so I'm going to have to rely on just sheer damage from my Groudon. There's the Dynamax. Who's it going to be? Premier Ball. Could be anything. Any Pokemon looks good in a Premier Ball. It's gonna be the Calyrex. Alright, my next prayer becomes... I don't even know. My next prayer becomes don't be weakness policy. They use fly. Okay. Cool. That did no damage. I did more damage to myself. Literally. That's so sad. Anyway, flare in the sun. It hurts, but doesn't do enough. No weakness policy. They go for hailstorm. We take a hailstorm. You don't. You definitely do not. Now what? They do get Chilling Nay off. It shouldn't matter though. Because this next upcoming turn. Is he gonna fly into Groudon or fly into Thundurus? Probably Groudon, right? I don't actually see why you would ever fly into Thundurus. I'm gonna bring my Venusaur just in case. I'll proc weakness policy, and then if my Venusaur has to go down, it has to go down. Thing is, I have to proc weakness policy to do anything here. And I also have to get the sun right back up. So let's go ahead and we'll attack the Calyrex, who looks to be maybe a Solvested. If it's not weakness policy, I'm gonna assume it's Solvested. Let's go for the Petal Blizzard. And break this weakness policy real quick. They burnt their Dynamax. Wow. And their Chilling Nay. They just got rid of it. Okay, good. That is... Wait, this is best case scenario. This is fine. I am so okay with this. Because one, we're going to be changing the weather, which means the Venusaur will actually make it out of this turn. Never mind. They just flew into Groudon. This is perfect. There's a Petal Blizzard. We're going to get back up to +1. And then a Fire Punch into a Landorus. Landorus doesn't want to take this. We're gonna put our Venusaur back in the sun as well. We have so much momentum right now with that one play. Honestly, I'm here for this. All right, Venusaur, not bad. Oh, my Groudon is such a threat right now. Look at that thing. P2 coming out. This is why I brought Stacka. They don't know this. But I'm actually going to welcome that P2. Well, I guess I don't have to welcome it. I'm prepared for both scenarios. So I'm going to just go for the Max Flare onto Thundurus, followed by a Sleep Powder onto P2. I'm going to at least make it seem like I don't want them to set Trick Room. Knowing me, I'm not hitting the Sleep Powder. Okay, cool, I hit the Sleep Powder. Okay, I'll take that. Awesome. P2 is now slept. No Trick Room's going to happen today. Fly is going to happen. Oh, boy. So nothing actually happens this turn except P2 goes to sleep. All right. That was my last turn of Dynamax, I believe. Yep. So now the game plan becomes Rock Slide to just get rid of Thundurus here. And I guess I start firing off some Sludge Bombs into the P2. Does no damage, but hey, I guess I can't complain. Gonna go for the fly into the Venusaur. We have the Sash, we'll be able to live this. And I'll see how much the Rock Slide does. Nice crit, man. Didn't actually matter, but I'm gonna complain about it anyway. Rock Slide's gonna connect on both Mons, taking out the Thundurus. Potentially flinching the P2. Nope. P2's still fast asleep. Here's the thing, though. The P2 can still ally switch and try to get a cheeky Glacial Lance off with this Glacier. So I think I still have to go for Rock Slides just in case that's the case, you know? But regardless, I think this one might be in the bag. I'm just going to double down into this Mr. As one over here, this Calyrex. He had protected this whole time? You could have protected turn 2. Oh, dang. Never mind. Alrighty then. Well, anyway, let's try to flinch through the sleep. Nope. Avoids, wakes up Trick Rooms. This is actually bad. Okay, just to avoid losing a Groudon here, I'm going to protect Groudon. And then make an attempt to sleep powder the Calyrex. I don't think it's happening, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to make the attempt. My goal here is to just lose my Venusaur. Like I said, I'm actually very happy this is happening. Because I'm giving... I'm showcasing why Stakataka is on this team. Yeah, Glacial Lance. Get rid of my Venusaur, you did it. Such a cool animation. Yeah, I get to showcase why Stack is on this team, which is really important to me. Because all I gotta do now... Recover. Gross. I mean, it can't recover when it's the last thing on the field. I mean, I guess it can, but it won't do it too much. Too good. Sunlight goes away. And now Staka comes on the field. And like I said, I still have Shucka and everything. I still have like base 1 billion defense. Or 211, whatever it is. So this should be a pretty simple double rock slide. And if it's not simple, I'll keep it simple. Just go for the double rock slide. Not try not to think about it too much. Yep, you gotta protect there. They're gonna untrick room now. But thing is, I got a Pokemon faster than Calyrex, and I got a Pokemon slower than Calyrex. Regardless, I'll outspeed something. Foul play. That hurts, but that's not doing it. Double rock slide, not bad. It's gonna take a lot of turns to get rid of that P2 though. Anyway, double rock slide again. Rock slide, best move in the game. It's either the best move or the worst move. I can't decide yet. I need my maybe I should have Gyro Ball just to be safer. But there could be an ally switch, right? There might not be though. If he has no, there isn't. He showed us all of his moves. Trick Room, recover, foul play. I guess the last one could be ally switch. P2 never protected. P2's never carry protect for the most part. Rock slide connects. All I needed. Does it take it out? Nice. Beautiful. Give me that beast boost. Nice and beautiful beast boost. And all that's left. Does a foul play knock out my Groudon? I don't think so. Groudon should still get its attack off here. Eat! Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, big yikes. I'm still a +1 Staka though. I'm going to body press to be safe. Is that enough? That's enough. Cool. GG. Oh, I'm so happy Staka got to do something. That's really good. Not bad, not bad. Trick Room doesn't even scare this team. It doesn't even scare this team. I don't know which one won the trainer card game. Let me know down below. Whew, this is a very hyper-offensive Calyrex team. Wow. This was like something I would play, and I would build around. I'm a little spooked. I am a tad spooked, and I can't even leave with my Incineroar to stop the potential Tailwind either. This is just all around a bad time. Anyway, let's go with the Groudon. Let's go with the Venusaur here. We'll just, you know, settle for that. Try to get our weakness policy going. I still do want to bring the Incin. Actually, I guess maybe I don't because of that, you know, that Lele. We could bring Staka to deal with Lele, though. They don't have any potential Trick Room, so it might be a waste of a slot. I like Thundurus, I like Finny, but Finny is a little bit iffy as well. Because of their Thundurus. Let's bring Staka then. This is going to be a weird matchup. Their team is very hyper-offensive. And the thing with our team is that it's also very hyper-offensive. So it's pretty much with whichever wet noodle can smack the other one faster. And sadly, they have a lot more speed control in that department than I do. Especially if they do like Whimsicott Calyrex, right? That might be pretty bad news for us. Whimsicott Thundurus. If they Tailwind, it's bad news. Or maybe not. I'm actually not too afraid of this lead. Because, like, yeah, they could Tailwind and try to get the max Airstream off onto our Venusaur, but we're sashed, right? So all we gotta do is do this. We go for the Rockfall onto this Thundurus, and then we go for that Petal Blizzard that we were talking about. This is why we carry Sash. This is the only reason. Just in case, you know, just in case you're not fast enough as a Chlorophyll timid Venusaur. And you always have this option. They're gonna Dynamax their Dive Ball? I guess Thundurus in a Dive Ball? That's different. Like I said, I'm not too worried about this Thundurus. If we get this Weakness Policy procced, all we gotta do is just sweep it off the field. We're gonna get rid of the Sun, but I don't think it matters too much since Venusaur will be going down this turn as well. In fact, Venusaur going down will give us the nice hard swap we need. Onto a more, I don't want to say relevant, but onto a more relevant Mon, you know? Right now, Venusaur isn't doing much for the team other than breaking a Weakness Policy. There's a Tailwind. So no matter what happens here, Petal Blizzard will go off onto our Groudon. Airstream into Lay Venusaur, gonna knock me down to Sash. Now, if that was like a switcheroo type thing with the Whim, that would have been very bad if they saw this coming. There's a Speed Raise. Here's the Petal Blizzard. Gonna break any potential Sashes, followed by the big ol' Rockfall into the Thundurus spot. Should be more than enough to knock it out at +2. Oh my goodness, it was switcheroo eject button. Okay. At least we broke that too. Never mind. Alright. Switches into Mamoswine. That isn't the best thing, but it's also tolerable, right? Here's a Max Rockfall for the ages. Bye-bye, Thundurus. Sweeping away their Dynamax Mon while ours is still at full HP. All they did was get rid of our Venusaur, so I am feeling very good about this turn. Now, question is, who do we swap into now, right? We have options again. We have Stacka and we have Thundurus, both of which Mamoswine loves. I think we just go Thundurus though. And then we just have to protect, right? We just stack it in Trick Room. I think that's a good play. We have Shucka, right? So let's just stack it in Trick Room. And then just hope that Shucka is enough. Sends back the Whim. Alright. Could switcheroo away the Shucka Berry. That's a lot of S's in one sentence. Which could be detrimental. I'm gonna Max Flare the Mamo though. Max Flare Trick Room is my play. What? He just tried to switcheroo. Oh my goodness, everything bad for my opponent just happened. Bye, Mamo. Hilarity. So he just tried to switcheroo away the Weakness Policy that I already broke, followed by missing an Icicle Crash. That was really weird. I guess they missed the turn where I broke the Weakness Policy. I don't know. That was the first turn. So if they missed that, then rest in peace, man. Cool. Now we're in Trick Room. So all we gotta do is Max Flare this Whim, sweep it off the field, and then just go for a Body Press onto Memo. Might as well not miss anything. Could have also Gyro Balled, but whatever. Actually, I should have Gyro Balled in case that's a I was just gonna Ice Shard, just get some damage off. That's fair enough. Dude! What? Why? I'm so confused. Anyway, you could switch her from the grave if you want. All that's left is one more. And I think Groudon's 3 talents can take care of it. Calyrex, it's a great thing we Trick Roomed. Wow, I really shouldn't have body pressed then. You know what's funny is that I think we're about to just destroy Calyrex with just a Gyro Ball because of how big the speed difference is. I really hope my opponent doesn't forfeit just so we can see this interaction happen. Because I really want to see it happen. I also should be going for Fire Punches. It's more guaranteed. But then Precipice Blades has the cooler animation. Let's go for Precipice Blades. Anyway, this Gyro Ball should be more than enough to just like sweep this Calyrex off the field. Just because of the speed difference. Look at this. Yikes! That's such high speed difference. Wow. GG's to my opponent. Alright, I mean, I gotta say, I have no idea what they were doing with the switcheroo there. I think they should reference Bulbapedia real quick. But hey, all in all, great battle. Groudon had such a good showcase this episode, and I'm very happy about that. Let's get you guys this rental code. And here is the Groudon team. I had such a blast with Weakness Policy Groudon. I think it's super underrated because you're not seeing it too often. You're not seeing Sun teams in general. I feel like Sun teams, people just completely forgot about them entirely ever since their shiny new Kyogre Thor came out. But I gotta say, try this team out, guys. Rental code will be down below in the description along with the Poképaste if you want to try it on Showdown. But make sure to grab the rental code before it's out because remember, it's out for a limited time only. But yeah, this team is so much fun. If you get the opportunity to lead with Groudon and Venusaur, if you're not too worried about things like Fake Out, then go ahead and just have a great time. All in all, great team, great battles, great video, I hope. With that said, I'm Kevin, Pokésports. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, etc., etc. Have a great night. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.